Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Homebrew Adventurer's Guide. Whoop whoop! It's been a very long time since I did one of these, and I made a class on my own a few months back, and I'm still kind of working on it, tweaking it up a little bit. And you guys know how I am with League of Legends, and like I stated in one of my storytime videos, that I am a huge uh, Malzahar fan. He's my favorite champion, and I made a class based on the Void uh, characters in League of Legends. So this is called the Void Walker. It is mostly based on DPS, intelligence, and wisdom type of deal. But here, let's get right into it. So at first level, you get for your, just like in everything, your bonuses, you get +2 and whatnot, but you get Void Sight and Malefic Vision. If you guys played League of Legends, you know what Malefic Vision is. Basically, what it does is you target a creature, and it'll deal damage all the time, over time. And if the creature dies, it jumps to another creature nearby, and it affects them, and it keeps going until there's no creatures, or until its time is up. And then Void Sight, basically what it does, it gives you magic vision, so you could see through darkness and whatnot. It's kind of like dark vision, but it's an advanced version. So if they use like the darkness spell or some sort of magical spell on you, they'll make you like make something dark. You'll be able to see through it still. So you also have Void's Blessing at level 2. Level 3, you don't really get anything, but Malefic, yeah. Oh no, Malefic's Vision does not go up in damage, my bad. Level 4, you get an ability score increase, and your Malefic Vision goes up in damage. Void Swarm, if any of you played Malzahar, basically you summon Voidlings that attack a creature, and your next, your subclass, basically. 7, you get nothing. 8, you get an ability score improvement. 9, you get Void Shift, which Void Shift gives you a shield that can block something. At 10th level, you get your other feature. 11th, you get nothing. 12th, etc., etc. I'll go through all of these when we get to them. So your hit points are 1d8. I don't know why that isn't on there, but 1d8. Your hit dice are 1d8 per Void Walker level. Your hit points at first level are 8 plus your Constitution modifier. All that other stuff. Armors, lights, weapons, simple, and light martial. Your skills, you choose 2. That could be anything. I don't know why I said from, but you basically get to choose whatever you want. Your intelligence and wisdom are your saving throws. Your starting equipment is A, a dagger, or B, any simple weapon, leather, armor, etc., etc. Void Sight, like I said before. Malefic Vision. Going into a little bit more detail, you can choose one creature that you can see. The creature must make an intelligence saving throw, 8 plus int plus pro. If the target fails, it takes damage over 3 turns based on the table above. If the target dies, Malefic Vision hops to a new target within 10 feet of the previous target, and the target must makes the saving throw again. And this keeps going on until inflict that, repeat, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Void's Blessing, when you hit 2nd level, the Void's Gifts. Oh yeah, the Void's Gifts is bestowed upon you, and you get to choose from Void Rager, Spectre, and Seeker. Void Rager, I haven't really done much with it. I keep changing it. But the Spectre is basically Cassident, and then the Seeker is basically Vel'Koz, in a sense. And it's more summoner based. So you'll be mostly focusing on your Void Swarm and more damaging capabilities and whatnot. Void Blessing. Oh, wait, we already did that one. Ability score improvement. Just like everything else, Void Swarm, starting at 5th level, you're able to summon a Voidling, which attacks on your turn, If Malefic Vision is on a target, you summon an additional Voidling, and both Voidlings attack that target. Voidlings only last 3 rounds, then they die. You can only use this 2 times a day before needing a short rest. Void Shift. Starting at 9th level, you gain Void Shield that covers your body. This will completely negate the next spell or attack that would target you. The shield is then used up, and can be regained every 3 rounds if you're not hit. So if you don't get hit, okay, you get it back in 3 rounds, but if you get hit, you have to wait. Calls the Void. At 13th level, you can call upon the Void's powers and cause a 10-foot area that you can see into a void-like state. Any creature within the area must make a dex save. If the creature or creatures fail, they become stunned and take 2d8 damage. If they succeed, they are not stunned, but take half damage. So basically, it's his ultimate in a sense, but more of like his null zone before they change that. Void's Gifts at 17th level. Once a day, you're able to call upon the Void and accept its gifts. Doing this allows you to regain all uses of Malefic Vision, and also allows you to make Malefic Vision as a bonus action instead of an action. But you can still use it as an action, allowing you to cast it up to twice instead of once. Void's Prophet. The Void has chosen you as its prophet, allowing you to call upon its power at will, and shows you. Basically what this does is you summon like this kind of portal, and it will charm anything in its area. If they fail, they will take damage and are charmed, and every turn they're pulled 5 feet closer to the portal. If the creature does not die, if they're like sucked into the portal and they don't die, they're spat back out and they have a madness effect. But if they die and are pulled in, their body is gone permanently, and the void will spit out a voidling for your character to use. Also, it upgrades your abilities. Malefic Vision / Netherblade. Targets inflicted with Malefic Vision are blind. / targets hit with Netherblade must make a int saving throw on their. If failed, their next attack roll has disadvantage. Void Swarm / Void Port. You summon 3 Voidlings instead of 2. When Void Port, you gain a temp shield equal to half the damage you inflict to a creature caused by Void Port. Void Shift. Your shield comes back after 1 turn of not being hit. Okay, so getting into the subclasses. Like I said, the Spectre is more like Kassadin. The Void Rager, I really don't know. I keep changing it. I might actually change it again, but this is what I have for now. And then the Voidseeker is more of a summoner, spellcaster. So it's kind of like a mix between Malzahar and Vel'Koz. I would like to think about it that way, but in all actuality, it's more Malzahar because I love Malzahar. So your Netherblade is just like Kassadin's Netherblade, so you'll be dealing some damage, and you can't be disarmed of it at all. Even if you're knocked out, it can't be taken away. So you have a weapon on you permanently. Void Port is the same exact thing as Kassadin's ultimate. You teleport to a area, but the creatures have to make a dex saving throw. If they fail, they take 2d6. On a success, they do not take any damage. No Sphere, same exact thing as the No Sphere in, League of Legends. But what it does is, if the target is hit, they take damage equal to the table for, that. And you gain a temporary hit points equal to that damage. So instead of gaining a magic resistance shield, you gain life, temporary life. Pulse Wave, same exact thing, but they have to make a saving throw, and if they fail, they take all the damage and are slow. Well, their movement speed is halved, and if they succeed, they take half damage. You can use this as a bonus action. Void Walk. Starting at 14th level, you can walk through solid objects with ease. This includes creatures. Your body becomes a magical cloud of void energy that allows you to pass through anything. You may also use the disengage action as a bonus action. You can still be hit by basic attacks and spells. Change. This I said change because I really don't like it. But, leave in the comments what you guys think. But at 18th level, you become the Void's ultimate assassin. As a bonus action, you can turn invisible. Then you can come out of invisibility, making an attack on a target. You deal 2d8 plus your intelligence mod to the target. You can immediately afterwards cast Null Sphere or Pulse Wave. If you make the surprise attack, the target takes an extra 2d8, and then you can cast both abilities instead of one. You can only go invisible when you're not within creature's range of sight, or if your presence is unnoticed. I don't really like that because it doesn't seem Cassidy-like to me, so I'm probably going to change that, but I don't know. The Void Rager was supposed to be the equivalent of a Barbarian, but in the Void. So basically this is all the same for unarmed bonuses and all that, except you have advantage against charisma and intelligence saving checks when you make a melee attack. If you miss an attack, you may use a reaction again to attack for a second. While raged, you have resistance to pierce, bludgeoning, slashing, cold, and necrotic damage. If target is inflicted with malefic vision, they deal half their normal damage to you. If you are able to cast spells, you will be able to still cast them with disadvantage, but cannot concentrate on them. Your rage lasts 1 minute. It ends if you are knocked unconscious, or if your enemy ends, or if you end your turn and you have not attacked, and etc. etc. Crushing Destruction, starting at 6th level. You make a melee attack against a target that hits. You can call upon the Void's power. Basically, it's a smite. That's basically what it is. But if they have malefic vision on them, you deal an extra 1d8 damage. Terror, starting at 10th level. Basically, Frightful Presence says right there. Nerf or change Void Touch, starting at 14th level. You are granted the ability to absorb damage and regain health from it. When an attack that you can see hits you, you can use a reaction to counter the attack instead. Gain half of the damage that would have been dealt. If the target is infected with malefic vision, the target misses the attack and you gain health equal to your level. Oblivion, starting at 18th level, when you're at low health, you can expend a rage to cause a burst of energy to erupt from your body. Basically what it does, it just stuns them, it paralyzes them, and it makes it so you don't take a lot of damage. This is basically supposed to be the tank support type of deal, where you're not going to be dying a lot, but you're not going to be doing a lot of damage, but you're going to be there enough to tank damage and make sure everybody is okay. Voidseeker, like I said, this is more of the summoner. It has spellcasting, which you are with wizards. It says right there, wizards in the player's handbook. Void's Wrath, starting at 2nd level, you gain the ability to choose what element your spells are between cold and necrotic, but only if that spell has an element, except example, fireball. You can make it cold and necrotic. If your DM will allow you, and if your DM is running it, you can do psychic, because that would be more void-like between fire and necrotic. Or you could do all three: psychic, void, cold, necrotic. Or if your DM is running void, you could do void too. Voidlings Arise, starting at 2nd level. Your Voidling Swarm upgrades, allowing you to summon an additional Voidling instead of one, and summon 2 additional ones while a target is infected with Malefic Vision. This still works with Void Swarm. So you summon 3 Voidlings instead of 2. So you could summon up to 3. And with this, you could summon up to basically 5. You know, Void's Prophet will also upgrade, adding the effect that the Voidlings you summon remain with you for 24 hours before returning to the Void. Max 2. If any Voidling summoned by Malefic Vision effect were to succeed the max amount you can have after the battle, they return to the Void. So basically, you could have as many as you want, but after the battle, they all disappear except the ones that you actually, like, for the max of 2, it says right there. Voidling Awakening, starting at 6th level. When your Voidlings kills an enemy, they gain an additional attack. If target is inflicted with Malefic Vision, your Voidlings can attack the target twice instead of once. Sacrifice, starting at 10th level, you may absorb a Voidling and gain its life and restore your base and restore yours based on the amount it had left. So if your Voidling has like 100 health left, you can eat it, and yeah. Supreme Knowledge, starting at 14th level, if your Voidlings kill a target inflicted by Malefic Vision, you gain 1 spell slot back, and your Voidlings also receive an upgrade. When a Voidling dies, it explodes. Any creature within a 10-foot radius must make a dex saving throw. If the target takes damage, if failed, the target takes damage equal to Malefic Vision. World Ender, basically you're able to summon Cho'Gath, Vel'Koz, Kha'Zix, yeah, Void Reaver, and then Kai'Sa, I think. Kai'Sa? Yeah. Whichever the Beast of the Voids are, that's who you could basically bring out. But I don't have the stats for them yet, because like I said, I've been reworking a lot of things, I've been switching a lot of things around, and yeah, this is the Voidwalker class. I wanted to show you guys this because, like I said, it's been a while since I actually made a Homebrew Adventurer's Guide video, and also because I just think it's a really cool class. I mean, yeah, I made it, so, you know, what I made, I think it's cool. I know it needs a lot of tweaking, and it still needs to, you know, be fixed up a little bit, and, you know, maybe some stuff taken away, some stuff put in. I know most definitely the Void Ragers got to be changed. The Spectre all has to be changed, and I still have to add the Void creatures in. But I might change that too, because I think that's a little bit broke, having those strong of, and plus it doesn't really fit the kit. It's mostly focused on the Voidlings, so I'll probably end up changing that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, again for watching this video, and if you liked it, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, and also, you know, share this with your friends, family, and perhaps even cult members, because I know everybody likes D&D and everybody likes League of Legends, and nobody can lie to me about that. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.